Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jeremy Sochan.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. D'Angelo Russell out there with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, we've got Jonathan Kuminga. MP out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. And this time of the season, Brent, you know this, what are front offices focused in on right now?
Well, teams got to be really honest about the arc of where it is their team is. Are they competitive? Are they playoff caliber? Are they championship caliber? And depending on where that is, you're going to be very patient with either development or you're going to be impatient to dive in to try to win a championship at all costs. So lots of time here to go, but decisions will be made as the season goes on.
Here's Butler after the basket by De'Aaron Fox, and he gets the bucket.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A pass to Fox. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
And so few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together, so it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. To the middle. And it's MP with the rebound. Fox is gone, 1 of 3 shooting so far. You know, Brent, De'Aaron Fox, I mean, how do you cover him?
Well, Kevin, the first thing I do is ask for help. I keep my other defenders aware that I'm not going to slow this guy down at any point. So try to get him to his offhand, which is his right hand, and then make sure that he's taking more shots and not being in transition, because that's where De'Aaron Fox is at his best.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Following the miss by MP, back to Russell. Here's Sochan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's MP. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's a tie ball game.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Russell passes to Sochan. Here's Wembanyama. Yes, that goes in. Wembanyama has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, MP.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame, just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Nuggets put on a show. He added 37 points, and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Here is Russell. Following the basket by MP. Drills it from outside. Fox has got 5.
Fox making a very quick decision on that play. Don't keep the ball moving. The jumper's there. He took it.
Golden State moving it around. Here's MP. It's Curry outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And let's take this opportunity to show you the most productive rookie rebounders of the last 10 games. And the Warriors with some changes. Stephen Curry's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga, and MP subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Bryan, and it's Exum in for Fox. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Wembanyama. Castle is out there with Dante Exum, and it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest. I mean, how much promise do you see in MP? This young player has so many physical tools that are already there. Now he just has to keep improving.
San Antonio leading. To the inside, here's Castle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Castle's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
MP outside. On the wing, Green. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
And San Antonio has possession after the Warriors pick up 3. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson Davis finds MP. MP stuffs it in off the drive.
Well, you love to see the athleticism that MP is developing here. Gets a step, and look out.
Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Branham, guarded by Curry. Back to Wembanyama. To stop the run, the Warriors pull it in, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off.
Maybe you're right, Dominic, but job
Right now, they're
ain't
just
doing on the
focused
partner
on
date.
putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Warriors with some changes. Diabate's checked in, and it's Butler in for Draymond Green. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here is Bryant. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Fox kicks to Vassell. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Fox. The Spurs rebound. Vassell, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Pajemski. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Russell kicks to Bryant. Back to Russell. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's MP, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Russell with a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spots, at least in the last couple of years, that we've seen that Russell is not confident in firing it from.
Right wing, back to MP. Golden State moving it around. Rebounded by the Spurs.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break.
Hey there, everybody. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? Turning back now to that game we've been watching, a positive first half for the Warriors.
We often talk about it.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Curry. Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors' 5. Zohan, the pass to Russell. Three-pointer, Fox. Diabate grabs the board.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's MP. Butler feeling it out a bit. The 3. Wembenyama with the rebound. Wembenyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, some have argued that Wembenyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Warriors. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's the Spurs, 8 games out.
And for the Warriors, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
Pass to Diabate. Here's MP. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Russell looking it over. Now Fox. Shot from 12. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Such a versatile scorer. Fox is superb at understanding when to take the mid-range.
Butler finds MP. No good there. Spurs trail by 6. Wembanyama sets a screen for Russell. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Butler dishes to MP. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Butler kicks to MP from the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot. 19 points for MP.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Fox. His three-pointer is off the mark.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Back to MP. Puts up a deep 3. Another miss by MP. Spurs trail by 6. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Drills the baseline jumper.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
MP with the bounce pass. Fox with the steal. Down low. And it's Fox with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
So both teams making some changes here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. MP finds Jackson Davis. Here's MP, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that game against the Warriors, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says,
Curry's checked in for Golden State. MP comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Russell comes in for De'Aaron Fox. On the floor for San Antonio, Castle is out there with Russell. Then it's Bryant. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Branham in at the small forward position. And it's in there. MP's got 21 in the game.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Pass to Russell. Wembanyama, a screen on MP. Inside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look. He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
11 feet away. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from MP.
Well, they say the mid-range shot's a dying shot, but their MP doing his best to resuscitate it.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Warriors with some changes. Diabate's checked in, and it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Draymond Green. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
during that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have and bring this one home. We'll see if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
The three from MP. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game. Curry against Russell. Pass to Wembanyama. Three-pointer, Fox. The Warriors pull it in. Diabate's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's MP. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
And the basket by Vassell.
Give him credit. Vassell has worked incredibly hard to become a guy that this team can count on to take big shots.
Ring it up for MP, a 3.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
Three-pointer, Fox. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 6 rebounds in the game. MP, that's for 2, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And we see MP just continue to develop here, nailing those catch-and-shoot chances. That's big.
Fox against MP. Wembanyama, a screen on MP. Fox, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kuminga finds MP. Here's Diabate. Count it!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Fox against MP. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
.30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Fox. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That is a mature play from De'Aaron Fox. Not afraid to take the big one.
The floater, and stolen by Russell. And here they come. Here's Sohan. Now MP. Fires the 3. Misses the 3. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Diabate in at the center position. MP's gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to fall here. And they double up Russell. Spurs passing it around. Fox, no good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
MP outside. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. MP's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Warriors. Russell against Curry. Pass to Wembanyama. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat, Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
MP finds Kuminga. The 3 from MP. And another 3 for Golden State.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Looking to get it going, and it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, that gets everybody fired up. The point guard, De'Aaron Fox, up on the rim.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
San Antonio trailing here. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And another 3 for Golden State.
MP stretching out the defense.
And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. From deep three-point land, another miss by Fox. Warriors leading by 5. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
Here's Fox, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Fox really daring them right now to foul him on the inside.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He knows every possession is critical now. To the paint, it's stolen by Wembanyama.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one, and that trims the lead to 6. Here's the Warriors with the ball, and they go to the intentional foul. The 3 from MP. The rebound by the Spurs. To the inside, here's Wembanyama. Money!
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And that's an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Russell finds Sohan. Down low. Here's Fox. Got it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 6. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
19 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Here's Fox, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Finding more and more ways is De'Aaron Fox to score the basketball. That time gets contact.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
All eyes on MP.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. The tray, it's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell
Right
disaster.
dominant in the
They
yard.
get away with one there.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be
Guys,
close.
hope you enjoy the video. This was a good video. Probably don't be wanting to me a bet to be, but I hope you all enjoyed it. The video. We don't do a little bit edit into the video to make it look mad good to you all. It might not me. So yeah, hope you enjoy, and we'll see you all next one. Me out.